Hey guys, welcome back. It's Saturday. I thought I'd give you guys an update on my 2332 and what I'm messing with in regards to that engine now. I got a couple of you might call them tasks. You know, one's more difficult than the other, but I need to get this work done to fit the covers over these cylinders and heads, which of course are both bigger than the stock parts, and as you can imagine, aftermarket tins, which is what I'm going to be using, are less than ideal, so there will be some cut and grind probably involved. As you can also see, I've got some carburetor options going here, and I'm mocking those up. I'm on the 3/4 side here, as you can tell, of the engine, and what you're looking at here is the welded CB 48 IDF manifold that came with my 48s. They did some welding around the base of it there to enable the port matching that's done on it. And of course there's the 48 IDF carb. It's got an air cleaner on it right now, and I don't know if you'll recall, but I think, don't quote me on this, but I think in another video I mentioned that these 48 IDFs, this one and its twin, have had bigger main jets fitted. I put 175, or sorry, actually the main jets that came with it were drilled, that's what it is. 175 main, 200 air correction, and I re-sleeved these carburetors. They came with 40 millimeter Venturis, chokes for some of you. I fitted 42s in there, and I might even at some point make it up to 44s. I understand that JC VW now sells 44 millimeter Venturis, and so again what you're looking at there is the left side carburation. I'm trial fitting my doghouse cooler, and on the right side, talk about a mismatch here, we've got a 48 IDA carburetor, which is more or less, well, it's half stock, half modified. These IDAs come with, I believe, 37 millimeter Venturis. This one still has that in there, and either an F7 or an F11 emulsion tube, which I still have in place. However, I have installed a 180 main jet in each barrel and a 200 air correction, and I'm going to be probably placing an order soon with either JC or CB Performance for some 44 millimeter sleeves, chokes, Venturis, what have you. But what I've done here is I had to do some work around the base. If you'll notice in the middle of the picture there, the two top studs for the heads are missing, conspicuously absent, and that's because I'm having to take those out to shorten them. I'm going to be hacksawing them because they would intrude into the space occupied by the manifold, so I'll be doing that. On the other side, I forgot to mention, I've already done that shortening operation. You can see my top two head studs do not make contact with the manifold, which is what I need. Again, these cylinder tins are going to have to be finessed, but to stay on the theme here, the IDA allows some customizing options that just don't seem to be present with the IDFs, notably the stacks that go on here. What you can see is I've got two pretty large, I don't know what material this is. I don't know if it's a heavy plastic or an aluminum. I want to say it's an aluminum because as I'm touching it, it's kind of cold. I don't know that plastic would be that cold, and I think plastic might be too brittle for intake stacks. But you can see these are pretty sizable, and they look good. And I'm gonna have to work up something for an air cleaner solution. I don't know that these are for anything more than eye candy, because running on the street, I'd be foolish not to run an air cleaner, and I don't know of any air cleaners that fit the top of these bad boys. They're about 3 inches across. Again, they're good looking, but I'm not sure they're practical. Bear with me just a second here. Another option that I have are these JC stacks, these so-called 48 IDA specials. They're black. They're a nice looking finish. And they have these little matching jet covers. I think they look quite nice. It says 48 IDA special. I don't know if the camera's focused enough to see that or not, but to me they look pretty good. They will make the engine stand out. And again, the same issue I might run into, unless there are some air cleaners big enough for these, they may be simply for decorative purposes, not able to be used. Finally, and I'm so sorry for the shaky camera work here, what I will probably end up running is simply the factory stacks that came with these carbs, with some big air cleaners. I know that they make air cleaners that will fit over the top of these. I have no doubt, I've seen them. But anyway, that's what's going on right now. And I'm going to keep working on the fitment of these parts. They don't just bolt right up. I know you've heard people talk about bigger engines. Big VW engines don't just, you know, even if they did, you wouldn't want to just slap them together. But there's going to be some messing around. I've got to open up, my next work will be to open up these dual port cylinder covers, and that's the bigger of the two tasks between fitting the carburetors and the sheet metal. So anyway, guys, let me know in the comments which of these carburation options I should use to begin with. I know the 48 IDFs are much smoother, at least that's the common wisdom for the street, but the IDAs provide the curb appeal, and you know, they sound good too. I guess both carburetors, when the barrels open up, will be singing with this engine. But let me know in the comments which one you prefer, the 48 IDFs with 42 millimeter Venturis, or the 48 IDAs which will have 44 millimeter Venturis. I'm looking, like I've said before, to make over, you know, right at or a little more than 200 BHPs with this thing, horsepower. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I'll make another video with any updates I have, and I'll be making a video too for my exhaust. I'm going to be fitting that soon. So thanks, guys. Take care. Hope you're having a great day and a great weekend. God bless, and I will talk to you in the next video.